Let's see here. Hang on 1 second. Let's get the what's going on with that. Get the rotation unlocked here. I guess we're letting it in that orientation. All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the fall update. What's going on, Joseph, Leah? What's going on, guys? Raquel, how are you guys? And what's up, Mike? I appreciate that. Hey, Lori from New York. I appreciate that. Milwaukee, welcome, welcome. Nebraska fan? Are you from Nebraska or are you just a Nebraska fan? Let's see here. Give it a few minutes to let some people come in. Giant Foods is coming back. We have an episode, should be this upcoming Wednesday, a Giant Foods will post. Yeah, Leah. A lot of people like Giant Foods. I myself personally love Giant Foods. We had a lot, going on, and I haven't really filmed much at home. So I've been just trying to get some stuff back on track, and different things going on. Been busy. Summer was busy. So yeah, we're should be back in business. I don't know about for president. I wouldn't make a very good president. I think people would be upset with me. I'd probably offend a lot of people. What's going on, Jonathan? What's going on, Mark? Welcome, welcome. What's all done with the foxes, or do a video on them? We're gonna touch. That's why I'm kind of doing a live stream from my garage here at home. This isn't my business place of business. This is my own home. This is like a house garage. This is at my residence. This isn't at work. Raquel, how's the new truck? The new truck's great. It's new to me. It's not brand new. We bought that a couple Saturdays ago and traded in my Eco Diesel. I had a 15 Eco Diesel. That's the longest I've kept a truck. I had that truck 8 years. But this is a 19 Laramie Limited. It's a beautiful truck. Saddle leather interior and stuff. It's beautiful. Greetings from Australia. Greetings. Authry. I'm not exactly sure the pronunciation. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Hello, Donna. Hello, Larry. Hello, Bandit K. The man, the myth, the legend. Maybe only in my own mind, maybe. Angela from England. We appreciate it. What is the time over there at this current time? Are you guys... How far behind us are you guys? Michelle, hey from PA. Well, hey, we're in PA. So, what part of PA are you from, Michelle? We're from the State College area. I probably can't eat 500 bananas. The weight on that would be pretty wild. Once we get some people rolling in here, we will we'll touch base on some things. I know some of you guys are interested in seeing some Fox body stuff. I have a couple. So we'll definitely touch base on those. I appreciate that. Molly and me travel quite a bit together, so you'll definitely get to see some more videos with me and her together. Allentown. I was just actually in Allentown not so long ago. I did a contest in Hamburg, and then I traveled to Allentown and spent the weekend, looked at some different things, odds and ends. Hazleton, not far away. Allentown. Yeah, Allentown. Allentown is about 3 hours from here. 300 cows a day diet. Oof, Alex, that sounds awful. 500 calories a day. That sounds awful. I like 2,000 calories a day. Giant Foods this time is a video that I actually had to record twice because I had some issues with the footage the first time, and that was a sponsor through English girl or Irish girl, sorry, on Instagram, and she's a longtime supporter of the channel. And she actually sponsored this back in January, and I know we're 9 months behind, but of course we had the kitchen torn apart and everything else was going on. I've been trying to get cars done and get stuff built and run a business full time, plus do YouTube on the side, plus travel, plus contests. Yeah, it's been busy. Hamburger Fest, Hamburger. Yes, that's where I was at, John. It was a really fun time. When you do a pizza challenge, do you breathe? Sometimes, but most of it is just mac right through it, and just get her done. Have I recorded any food challenges in New York? New York, or New York as in just the state of New York? Because yeah, I've actually recorded quite a few. Texas Street 660. Yeah. Which 50? This one here. It's actually deceptive. It's actually not a 50. It's actually a 46. That's actually '03 Cobra Terminator swapped. Favorite car, Fox Body Mustang. In any iteration, there's actually 5 of them in this garage right now. Yeah, Texas Street. That car made 688 at the rear tires on 22 pounds of boost. Yeah, I mean, Fox Body, you can. I think the facts of the matter is they're so universal. I mean, they're easy to make power. They're light. Uh, the aftermarket support for them is great. You can do anything with them. You can make a street car. You can make a track car. You can make a drag car. You can make an autocross car. You can make a multi-use car. I mean, really, it's endless. Really, what you can do with them. Larry King, yes, for a profession, I am a body shop owner. Yep, I've done that for 22 years now. Michelle, no, we did not record that contest. We did. Me and Andrew Pohl actually did like a fun segment with a bunch of pro wrestlers and stuff. It was a lot of fun. We did a contest with them and stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was we razzed them, they razzed us, back and forth. They like randomly picked us out of the crowd, like, oh, these two guys that think they can eat, and it was, like wrestling. It was one big schmoz, it was fun. I appreciate that, Larry. 46 '03 Cobra swap, which is a 4.6 supercharged. Now from the factory, they would have had an Eaton M60, but this one is a 2.8 Kenny Bell. Yep, Terminator motor. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I could do a body shop video someday. That'd be fun. I could stay down at work and do a video on it. Sure. Texas Street 660. I like you even more. I will walk. Let me see here. I can show you some different stuff here. So, for you guys that are into cars, for you subscribers that are into cars, so this one up here, this one is a 1990 Fox Body convertible, and it is a fully built aftermarket block 347. That's a World Products block. Fully built rotating assembly, scat crank, eagle rods, melee pistons, king bearings, 206 trick flow, R heads, long tube headers. I think you can see them under there. We've got some big. I actually ended up with 351 heads on it, so the headers are ended up being really low because I ran the stainless work long tubes on it. That car made 520 at the rear wheels with minimal timing and 4 leaks on the intake. So we just finished putting that one back together. I got to take that one back to the dyno. And then this one, this car here, that is a 03 Cobra swap full. That's Cobra brakes, the full drivetrain, T56. It's actually what's known as a stripper, which means there's no power windows, no power locks, no nothing. It's bare bones. It's basically built for exactly what it's intended for. So super clean car inside. All original inside except for a set of gauge pods I built for it right there in the center console. But other than that, super clean. You know, opal gray interior. 93 color only. It's electric red. 93 coupe. I have 4 coupes and a convertible. I don't have any hatchbacks. This one here is one I'm putting together. This is a 91 notch. Converting it all to black interior. I got the headliner in it. I got the rear deck in it. I just started putting the carpet back in it. This one is actually 2015 Coyote swapped. So that's a Gen 2 Coyote in that one. And like I said, I'm currently putting this one together. It's all dusty and dirty. I actually just did all the trim black and stuff around it, and I got to start putting it all back together. Like I said, I'm getting ready to put the dash back in it. It's all black interior. This is an Autometer Envision full LCD dash. But this car is painted in 2020 Jeep Snazberry Pearl, which is Delmonico Red, which is also Red Velvet Pearl. 3 iterations of the Mopar color that it was. But this car I actually just brought back from my body shop. Back in July, I brought it here, and it's just been sitting. I haven't had a chance to put it back together, but there's the engine, and it's fully functional. I mean, it runs, it drives, it stops. It's 5 lug swapped. SN95, 96 GT suspension the whole way around. The tubular arms, tubular K member, Hydro Boost converted. That one up there's they're all 5 lug swap. That one's 5 lug swap. This one down here, the Cobra, it's 5 lug swap, but it's got the Big Daddies on it. It's got the Cobra brakes on it and everything. So it's got the big Cobras on it. 13-inch front and rear. Yeah, front and rear. This one, like I said, is just 96. Now, this one over here in the corner, this is my Autocross car. We're building it for just Autocross. It's got a 03 IRS going in it. Got full tubular front end. Stripped, completely gutted race car. It's an 83 coupe that I purchased. What my goal was to buy the ugliest car I could find in a Fox body, which I found it. It had like a big metal wing on it and APC stickers and underglow lights, and it actually has the Meyer wide body flares on it, the full tube front end, and then I have a 351 I'm building for in it, all motor 351 Holley EFI Sniper. So that's going to be a really fun car, but this is strictly just going to be an autocross car. So, oh man, Ben, let me go back through the comments now. No, they were all. This was a 5-liter car. This was actually a 5-liter 5-speed or a 5-liter automatic. That was actually a 5-liter automatic too, and they were 5-liter 5-speeds when I bought them. This is the only true 5-liter 5-speed car that I actually have. It was a true 5-liter 5-speed car. Now it's a 03 Terminator swap with a T56 6-speed in it. This was a 4-cylinder car originally. This was a 4-cylinder car, but it's now a 351 car. And then, believe it or not, that's not even like one of the coolest ones I own though is this one. And this one's, I just started on this one. This is an 81 factory T-top notchback. This is a these are hard to find. It's a trunk lid car, but it's a T-top car, and it's a factory decode 86 Fox body T-top coupe. And this originally would have been a V6 car, V6 with a C4. But I actually now I do believe that there was somebody in here from Australia. So if you're still in here and you're from Australia, I'm going to show you the motor that goes in that, and you should automatically know what it is. Automatically. I shouldn't even have to tell you. Also got the collection of Diet Mountain Lightning there, since you can't get it. And this isn't a Fox body, but this is my Royal King tractor, and it runs so good because it's got a 5.0 in it. But anyway, so if the person from Australia is still in here, I'm going to uncover this engine. This is what's going in that T-top car. And as soon as I uncover it, you should probably already know what it is. Any guesses? Let's see how smart you guys are in the comment section. I'm interested to see, and I'll even show you around the side of here. Give you a good look at it. Give you a good look. Give you a look at that. It is getting a TR6060 tranny. It's got a little turbo on it. That's a 78, I believe, VS. And I already got a spare down there in case I smoked the first one. But who's got it? Let's see. Yes, the Barra. There we go. So somebody knows what it is. Which Barra? That is this is a BA, I believe. Originally, which would have been a, correct me if I'm wrong, from you guys from Australia or ladies, I believe this would have been a natural gas engine originally, but it's been converted to just regular gasoline. But I have all the parts. I have all the parts right here, right there. That's your aftermarket head gasket, your studs, your timing set, your billet oil pump gears, the billet backing plate, the heavier springs. So it should definitely, I mean, without really touching the block, I've been told it should make around 700. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to do a forged rotating assembly or not, but basically that right there is the Australian 2JZ basically. So that'll be pretty sweet. But yeah, that's going to go in the T-top coupe over there. So, but anyway, so that's a little quick tour around the. This is the house garage. This is like my residence, not at work. The work is all body shop. This is just basically just Fox bodies, Fox bodies, Fox bodies. So, I guess you guys are probably, and these cars, like a lot of people say, oh, everybody's car on the outside looks beautiful, but I like them to look nice underneath too. They're not rat boxes underneath or anything like that. They're fully dressed underneath too. I don't like them to look all crappy underneath, even though nobody sees the underneath, you know. So I like to. I will try to open up the hood here on this Terminator car here so you guys can see it. A lot of people will say, oh, we want to see that Kenny Bell. So, let me see here. I can get this. It isn't as easy when you're trying to film at the same time, so I'll turn this around here. All right. Let me see if I can. There we go. So there's that 03 Cobra with a 2.8 Kenny Bell. And it's got long tubes and an X pipe and flow masters on it. So yeah, this is a fun one here. I'll tell you, it's like I said, it made like 688 on 22 pounds. It's a handful, especially in a car that weighs like 2,900 pounds or something like that. So it's a lot of fun. So that's the Fox body stuff. get this thing tied back in here and sit back down and join you so I can actually read some comments. I'm an Aussie living in New Jersey. Hopefully you got to see the bear. If not, go back in the video here and check it out. Let's see here. I appreciate that, Mike. Do you wear gloves when you work on because your hands never look dark or nails dirty when you eat? Most of the, I mean, like, I have paint on my hands because I paint for a living. I don't really get into too much grease stuff. With the help of a few people, I did build these cars in this garage. We don't source any of this stuff out. Me, Andy Poole helped me with this stuff. My buddy Joel, hands-on stuff. People behind the scenes. Even Molly gets her hands dirty. Even Molly likes cars. You guys wouldn't think so. She's a car girl. Don't let her lie to you. She likes to rip it. She's not afraid. I took her for a ride in the Terminator. She says, I'm not even afraid of this. I'm like, maybe I wasn't giving it all to you. But she likes cars. My buddy Joel, my buddy Larry, Andy. I mean, there's a lot of people that get their hands involved. My future son-in-law, he comes over and welds, and he welds professionally for, if you guys are familiar with truck bed covers, he works for Diamondback. So if you see a Diamondback truck cover in your adventures driving around, my future son-in-law probably welded it. Let's see here. I finally get to see you. Like, I noticed you're very meticulous in the kitchen and you're no different with your vehicles. I appreciate that, Denise. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, I agree, Texas Street. I mean, you having help is definitely beneficial. And having people that are passionate about cars and stuff like that, it helps. It keeps you motivated. I mean, even me, I mean, I've been in this business for 22 years. Ever since I got out of high school, I was 18 when I started. Well, I was really 16 when I started messing with cars, but really got serious when I was 18. And I'm 40 now, so for 22 years I worked on cars. But even, I mean, there are times where I'm just like, I just don't want to work on a car. I'm over it. I work on cars 8, 9, 10 hours a day. I come home. Sometimes I work out here for a couple hours. You know, like the last couple of nights, I've been putting the interior back in this thing. So, and to be honest, like stuff like that really doesn't honestly bother me. Like I enjoy that because you come out here and you just like it's getting a little colder in PA now, so it's like down into the 50s. So what I tend to do is keep the garage door shut and it's heated in here, and I just have the radio on and or something on my phone playing, or sometimes I flip those TVs on back there and put some YouTube on or something and just have a little bit of fun with that. And a lot of the times, like I said, what I do is come out here and I just put some parts, put a piece in, kind of fiddle with it, and put a piece in here and adjust it and mess with it, and then run some ideas around in my head, and like this car here, I mean, I still got to do the cut and polish on this thing, and I got a lot of work to do to it. But I've been experimenting with different things, like for instance, like I'm a paint and body guy, so like lately I've been like this car over here. The trim on this one is just satin black. And I'm a big lover of no chrome. I don't like chrome, which is funny because the truck we just picked up, it's got a lot of chrome on it. So I'm slowly but surely taking all the chrome off of that. Now, getting back, like, and the convertible up there, it's all satin black. The trim, the interior, the wheels, everything. Now this one does have polished wheels on it. It's a little different look. The red with the liquid gold wheels, I really think work well together. Especially in the back. Like, look at the fitment of that thing. It's just a thing of beauty. Now, back to what I was saying was, okay, so this one's satin black. This stuff here is actually called ultra matte black. And it almost has like a charcoalish... You know what it reminds me of? A chalkboard. It almost looks like a chalkboard. And I was perusing around I had stopped to get like oil for a car at AutoZone one night, right? And I'm like, let's see what kind of stuff they have over there in the paint section. So I take a gander over and I'm looking around. Of course, they all know me in there and they're not bothering me or nothing. So I walked up and I put the can of paint on the thing, and he goes, a little bit of a downgrade to what you're used to, right? I said, I'm interested to try this ultra matte black. I want to see what it looks like. I'm interested. It could look good on the trim of a car, especially when you have a darker red like this, where you have like a burgundy, and then this matte, this matte color it's like ultra matte. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm like really intrigued by it. So I did the trims. I got the quarter windows done. I'll have all the door moldings, and I'll have all the trim for the body. The tail lights on the LX tail lights that get between the lenses. Those are matte black. Um, You'll have the windshield cowl. You'll have the windshield trim. You'll have the rear window glass trim. That'll all be matte black. I just think it's going to be a really cool combo. And hey, the way I look at it is, if I don't, I can always change it. So, oh, let's see where I'm missing at. Let me go back here in the comments and read. Hello from New Mexico. Hey, Corey, how's it going? Hey, John. I haven't seen the Iceman. Shout out to the partners in crime. Killer Molly. Shout out. First time on live stream. I appreciate that, MD. Welcome, welcome. John, how's it going? Iman, how's it going? How are you tonight? Let's see. Who else? Where are we at? I haven't been watching since your daughter was in every video. I had no idea you had such a cool collection. I've been watching since. Oh, I've been watching since. Well, Smokey X 420. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, Kylie now, she's 21. She has her own kids. You know, she has a 6-month-old, my granddaughter, Rayleigh. And Rayleigh, actually, they were out here with her a little while ago, and I was washing a car, and I took her, you know, and I was put her around the car, and she was touching the paint and stuff, and I took this big glob of soap and put it on her nose, and she just thought that was the funniest thing ever. So, is she going to be Pappy's little car girl? Maybe. Because my daughter never was. Kylie was not a car person. You're lucky she can put gas in the thing. I'm not kidding. You're lucky she can put gas in a car. And if she watches this, she's going to agree with me. She won't deny it. But yeah, I appreciate that, Smokey. Yeah. The first Fox body I ever owned was about 15 years ago. I had a 91 hatchback. And when I went through a divorce, I sold that car. And I always told everybody, you know, you'll know everything come back around full circle when I start getting Mustangs again, and here we are. So, but that's one of those things where, you know, you got to remember that behind every great man is an amazing woman. Just remember that. Don't let anybody ever lie to you. I started working on cars and trucks and semi-heavy equipment since I was 7 years old and love it. Oh man, it's awesome. Let's see. Somebody held a message for review. Let's see. What is it? I'm not a chrome person either, but Iron Man killers are the shit. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree 100%. That's I don't know why they held that. Probably because you swore in it. But yeah, I will put it on there. Another moderator just handled this. I evidently have a moderator in here. I didn't even know. Hello from California. How's it going, Sam? How are you? Let's see. Brianne Martin. Hi from North Carolina. How are you? Let's see. Branford, Connecticut. Hi, Michael. How are you? MD. Michelle's still in here. Let's see. Nicole. Huge fan of you, Molly. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks so much. John Gamble. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't really get into too much classic stuff anymore. Only reason is because at my shop, I do a lot of dealership work and collision work. I really don't have the time for overalls and restoration work. It's kind of, like I said, these cars, this is all in my personal time late, you know, in the late evenings. Like, I come out here like this car here. I bought that thing, in, 21, I think, 2020, I want to say, 19, 20, something like that, maybe. I want to say 20. I'd have to look for sure. I can't remember. But as you can see, it's still not put together. And it's just because, like I said, I just come out here and tinker with it in my free time. And it's not really any big deal. I mean, the Terminator car, it's 100%, and the convertible is 100%. And when I say 100%, I mean 100% broken. All the time. Like, all right, if my buddy Larry gets on here and sees this, he's going to be like, dude, it's fine. I got it all figured out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he did. He got all the bugs worked out. But that car has been the black sheep of the collection. Every time you turn around, there's something wrong with it. it was running good, and then we adjusted some timing and added some more. Got the timing all figured out of the Mega Square. Got all that running good. Then we started having ignition issues. It was breaking up under boost, and we put a whole ignition system in it. We first thing we were doing was test and research TFI modules. And if you know anything about Ford TFI modules, they're very temporary. They're very temperamental. You get one good one out of about every 7. I tried Excel. I tried the Duralast. I tried the Motorcraft. I tried the Motorcraft replacements. They all had different symptoms. Finally, Larry said, you know what? Let's just toss all that garbage. Let's just put a CDI ignition in it. So I called Holly. I was like, hey, I need a billet distributor. I need a CDI box. Send me a coil, and we switched it over. So now there is no TFI module. And then he tuned it, and according to him, I actually haven't even got to drive it since he retuned it. He took it out one night. I was actually looking at another car to buy. Not that I needed one, but I was going to buy it to flip it. And he's out driving my convertible, and I actually passed him in this. And it was weird because I'm like, hey, there goes my car. But let's see. How's that always hungry dog of yours? Abhay, I would imagine you're talking about Anderson, and unfortunately Anderson passed back in January. All Fords and no Chevys. You're right, Larry. No Chevys in here. Not that I have anything against Chevys. I actually, when I considered buying a new truck, which I ended up buying another Ram, this would be the 7th Dodge Ram in a row. I did consider buying a Trail Boss. It was like I had them lined up at the dealership, and I'm like, I like that Trail Boss, but that Laramie Longhorn's got that saddle interior, and it's fire. I can't help it. So, second YouTube channel, Mustang related. I'll tell you, I'd love to, but I really don't have the time. I feel like if I quit competitive eating, I could transition into some sort of Mustang channel, and I wouldn't mind that. I would probably do a lot of live content. I think I would do a lot of like hanging out with me in the garage and showing you what I would do in certain circumstances, stuff like that. But as far as doing another one in conjunction with a YouTube channel and like competitive eating, my main business, and trying to do a car channel. See, I have a car channel. It's under Kennedy Collision and Custom. I think there's like 26 subscribers on there. I tried to start doing that when I started redoing the body on that car. I tried to do a channel, and it just was. I had too much going on, way too much going on. So let me get caught up here. Oh, Angelica, how are you? How's it going? That's awesome, man, John. That's awesome. Yeah, clear coat on GM's not so good, especially late '90s, early 2000s. GM, Ford, and Chrysler, all their paint sucked. It was horrible. It was horrific. Yeah, it was horrific. Nicole Groom, let's see. Love seeing you stuff your face. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Angelica Washington, hey, how's it going? How's it going? I think you put it on there 3 times. I'll make sure I give you a shout out. I got the Nectar of the Gods here. I got some Diamond Mountain Lightning. Now, what's awesome about Diamond Mountain Lightning was eventually Walmart must have got one of my 657 emails I sent to them because they finally put this in State College. So now I can get it about 30 minutes from my house. Sam805. We probably watch every one of your videos, my partner, and binge watch and try to search for new videos that rarely come across a new one unless you put one out. We really enjoy watching you and Molly. We put one out every Wednesday. I put a video out every Wednesday. Yep, Brian Martin, that is coming. This upcoming Wednesday, there'll be a Giant Foods episode, The Return. You guys will get to see the kitchen remodel, which was about a 6-month project. Like I said, so you guys will get to see that. Hooked on the mist. I'm hooked on the lightning. Oh, congratulations, Angelica. You graduated. You're graduating in 2024. What did you major in? Oh, Larry King. Mr. Pool's doing great. He works for the local ice company, so he's busy with that most of the time. He kind of gave up competitive eating. He didn't really have any time to edit videos and stuff because he was working like 70, 80 hours a week there in the summer. So he kind of bailed on it, and I don't blame him. I get it. Your people are busy. They don't. When your primary business isn't YouTube, it's very difficult to keep up. Um, and that was kind of my thing. I really like. I just had so much going on with business, and I the acquisition of the dealership work that I got really pushed my business to the point where I probably should be working like 15 hours a day at the shop. But I'm like, you know what? I did that when I was younger, and I'm not doing it now that I'm older. So, oh, that'd be great. Tourism management and hospitality. That would definitely be cool. That sounds like something that they're very intriguing. So you would like manage hotels? Is that how that would work? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if I missed anything. I very appreciate the time and effort you put into your YouTube, Killer. You rock. I appreciate that, Nicole. Thanks so much. Restaurant and catering. Oh, that'd definitely be cool. Yeah, for sure. I'm in and out of a lot of restaurants. So travel the world. There you go. Yeah, I do, and I always will be thankful for competitive eating and for one the person I met. Uh, I mean that alone has been well worth it, but also the travel and the experiences that I got. Like I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I did a video with the Philadelphia Eagles a couple weeks ago, and that's on their YouTube channel. And I think it has like 250,000 views or something like that. It was a lot of fun. I got to meet some great people. The players were awesome. Uh, I got to hang out with them for a few minutes, and we did a video together, and that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys got a chance to see it. If you didn't, I will link it on the community page. That way, you guys can go check it out. So that ought to be fun. John Gamble, I've been running excavators and dozers for 33 years. Yeah, I can almost imagine a lot of you guys. I actually, I have a respect for anybody that runs equipment. Reason being is last year I purchased that backhoe right there, and of course, never had run any equipment in my life, and I'm like, I got a lot of jobs to do around here. I was building a garage at the time, and so we talked about buying a backhoe, and it made more sense to just buy one versus renting one or having to hire somebody because, so say you rent a backhoe and then you use it for the weekend and it rains a whole weekend, so the backhoe sits and you didn't even get to use it and you still paid $500 to rent it. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I buy it, write it off as a business expense, use it for what I need to use it for. If down the road I find out I'm not using it, I resell it. It only makes sense, right? So I ended up with a backhoe. But anyways, back to that, John. I have extreme respect for anybody that runs equipment. Reason is because yes, there's a learning curve. I'm like, oh, you just jump on it, you hit the joystick, you move some dirt, you push some stuff. It's simple. I'm like, man, some of these guys can flip a dime into the bucket. And I'm like, I have a hard time even just getting stuff like leveled. Backhoe, I got the backhoe. That wasn't bad at all. The backhoe thing, I got that. The bucket and stuff, like getting things to move right where you want it, and like grading and different things. It's not as simple as it looks. I have a respect for anybody that runs equipment and is damn good at it. Michael, Larry. Next time in Houston, probably not anytime soon. Maybe in the spring. I got to see what's going on. I'll have to see if there's any travel plan. It takes time to operate. Yes, it does, John. Let's see. What's the best restaurant you have eaten at in Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania. That would have been the DuBois Diner when it was still open. I loved that place. Charlie's when Gary was the manager. Um, it was delicious. Actually, a couple weekends ago, Molly and her youngest daughter were up here for some business, and we went to Charlie's and ate, and it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. Kim Kraus, yes, that is the video that chugging a gallon of ranch. If you type in ranch dressing under the search bar on my videos, you'll find it. I think I ate a huge pancake, and then Andy Pohl did the salad challenge, and I think I chugged like half his pitcher of his ranch dressing or something because it was funny. Whew, $15,000 a month. Good lord. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I weighed the pros and cons, and I'm like, you could buy a backhoe, and then if it rains, it's no big deal. You just wait and get it during the week, and then you're in good shape. You don't have to worry about it, But if it rains and you're like, damn, I rented this thing and it's just sitting there, then you still have to take it back Monday, and guess what? You paid for it and you didn't get the use. Michelle, what do you mean? What city in PA? Where was Charlie's? Charlie's was in Du Bois, Pennsylvania. Joke. What kind of car a sheep drive? I don't know what. I went to college up in Clarion. Newbie. Andy Poole was actually from Clarion at one time. He lived in Shippenville, which is right next door. I appreciate that, John. Thanks so much. Yeah, Clarion is like 45 minutes from here, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I also I don't know since we're on the trend of car stuff and different things. I don't know if any of you guys are into the radio controlled stuff, like RC stuff, like hobby grade stuff. But before I get into full size cars, when I was younger, I always got into RC car stuff, and I still have some. I got a T Max there. I got a Savage, and I got a that's another T Max, and there's a little Savage XS there. Um, Here's the Savage XL I built before they actually became available. Now you can actually just buy a Savage XL. And then I don't know if you can see it over there. Maybe can I zoom in? There you go. There's a Creighton, Arma Creighton. I just actually put that back together. So I actually had that out there after work tonight. It was a lot of fun. I hadn't ran RC in a long time. I'm like, I'm going to charge the batteries in that thing. So the other day it needed a steering servo. So I put a steering servo in it, and took it out to run. And hadn't run it like all year. Like it set and I never touched it. And so I take it out. And lo and behold, 10 minutes later, I freaking launched it right into the side of my house and busted my siding and broke the control arm off of that thing. So I'm like, it never fails. So then I got some parts in it and I put it back together after work today, and I took it out and was out fiddling with it. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I had some fun with it. So now it'll probably sit there for another month before I touch it again. So, but this is on my coupe. A lot of people get a kick out of this sticker. Let's see if I can get it to flip here. Yeah, got the Fig Newton sticker there. And the reason that's funny is if you ever watch Talladega Nights, when he puts the Fig Newton sticker across the windshield, this sticker sure is dangerous and inconvenient, but I do love Fig Newtons. So Andy has one of those. I have one of those. It's something we like to have some fun with. We thought it was funny, so I bought those stickers. A little bit of comedic relief, and so that's what the Fig Newton sticker is all about. Oh, I see if we can get this thing back in there. Here we go. So anyways, that's the story with that. Answer. Lamborghini. That's interesting. I think it's... I don't know. Let's see here. What am I missing? Let me go back through. Yes, Smoky 420. I'd actually love to get to Boston. I'd like to do some stuff with Jeff. And get up that way and do some stuff. That'd be a lot of fun. Eventually, I'd like to get up there and do that. I'd like to do the Eagles Deli. That's definitely been on my bucket list for years. Anyone reopened the Du Bois Diner under new name? Shame it was a functioning restaurant. No, it's completely closed down. The building was basically shut down, and that was the end of it. They couldn't get people to work. He couldn't staff the building. So, what was crazy is it made it the whole way through COVID. Excelled through COVID. Closed after. Let's see. I often wonder, how do you keep the weight off eating tons and tons of food? I hear you say calories in, calorie out, but sometimes you eat a large amount of calories in one sitting. Do you fast after? I mean, really, it's a balance. It's calories in, calories out. You got to realize too. I mean, I don't do that every day. Like once. Like, let's see. What is today? September. So the last time I even did anything was the beginning of September. So it's been 3 weeks since I've eaten like that. So this month maybe twice if I'm lucky. So Mike Gibson, we'd like to get, I mean, we talked about some different collabs, some different things. Mac versus food again. We reached, I believe Molly reached out to James Webb, and he talked about maybe doing a collab. Maybe if I get a chance to get down to Florida, I'd do something with Nick and Mickey again. That would be fun. Not really sure what we got coming up, though. I don't know if any of you guys are from the Sandusky, Ohio area, but we will be at the Sandusky 0.5 donut run on October 14th for the donut contest. So mark that down if you're in that area. And then trying to think what is after that. Beginning of October here, there's a ramen contest in New Jersey that I'm going to be at. Anaki Ramen or something like that. I think Wayne won it like the year prior or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to be there. And then October 8th, which is Sunday, there's a lumpia, which is like a Filipino egg roll kind of food. That's in New York, and we're going to be doing that too, so that should be a lot of fun. Hey, John, I appreciate it. Take care, and I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, and we'll catch you on the next one. Let's see. I think I'm all caught up. Hey, Harvey, Illinois. Excellent. It was Angelica. Let's see. I love Max versus Food. Yeah, Raquel, he's a cool dude. We did that collab with the cheesesteaks down in Philadelphia. That was a lot of fun. Let's see if I missed any comments here. Hey, the big seahorse. Awesome. We glad to see you're here from the UK. The Frankenstein Burger Challenge. Actually, I think that place closed. To be honest, I'm almost 100% sure that they actually closed. Hey Shannon, what's going on? Did you ever go to Bacon Fest in Easton, PA? No, I can't say that I have. Do they have a contest? I don't think they have a contest. I think it's just a festival, right? Let's see. Harvey World. Harvey World. What is Harvey World? I've been watching a bunch of your Giant Foods kitchen videos. Any of those in the works? Newbie. Yeah, we just covered that a little bit ago. You might have missed it. Giant Foods will return. I have an episode coming up this upcoming Wednesday. There'll be one posted. Like I said, this year was super busy. Had a lot going on. The kitchen was torn apart for most of the year. That ended up being a huge project. Um, and I worked on that night after night after night. I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty burnt out doing that, so I took some time off and focused on some other things and did some traveling and did some different things. And it's just been a busy, busy, busy year. Like everybody's busy. Um, so been a lot happening this year. So. Oh, okay, in Chicago. I've actually never been to Chicago except for just sitting in the O'Hara airport. Like I've never actually been in the city of Chicago, which I'd love to. John asks, what ignition coils do you use for the Ford 46 stock? That actually that's a stock motor Terminator. You know, iron block, aluminum heads, stock coil packs. They're I never changed them. That's running factory plugs, factory coils. It does have a dual dual hat Hellcat dual 525s in it for fuel pumps. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Kim. I appreciate it. Take care. We'll see you on the next live. Like I said, I mean, the question arose about doing car content. You know, I mean, I would love to do car content. You know, because it's what I do for a living. You know, full time. But I feel like doing a video like mixing in car content with competitive eating. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense as far as flow for the channel and stuff. So I feel like it wouldn't really do as well as I would. I think it would take a lot more effort than it would be worth, if you know what I mean. John, there's are you building a 4.6 or what are you trying to figure out? I mean, I mean, you could really aftermarket coils is kind of one of them things where if you had like ignition issues or stock van, that 4.6 is going to be way different than the 4.6 that's in this car. You probably have a 4.6 single overhead cam motor. That's going to be drastically different than what this is. This is a dual overhead cam. Short live videos of your unique collection. No, I could do that. I mean, I could do shorts with cars. Um, I don't know. It seems like YouTube anymore they don't really favor anything really. I mean, like I said with YouTube, I mean, YouTube was never something I set out to really rely on for income or anything. Uh, I did it more as a hobby, and like I said, that's kind of what I used it for. I never really ever tried to make it a primary source for myself. Uh, why, Michelle? Why I think it's interesting? It's interesting. What are we talking about? What would happen if you drive your parents' car and accidentally wreck it? Fix it? Oh, you would like to replace the coils? I mean, I would just put stock replacements on it. One thing I will tell you is Ford electronics are very very temperamental, and if I was going to do anything, I would definitely just put Motorcraft on it. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I wouldn't put anything else other than Motorcraft plugs, coils, um, any type of module. They're just problematic. And well, it depends on what your car, what kind of vehicle you're working on too. Oh, let's see. What would you replace for an exhaust? What do you mean? What would I use? Uh, my two favorite exhausts are Flowmaster and Black Widow. I have Flowmasters on this, Flowmasters on that, and Black Widows on that. Yeah, '07 coil pack. 4.6 is probably, if you have a misfire, it's probably cylinder 8. Clear back at the driver's side rear. Michelle, you get bored. Well, I don't know. Who is Guy Meat Grapes? That's a great movie. Actually, me and Andy were just actually watching that the other night. We were cracking up. Who is Guy Meat Grapes? Drop it, Sarah's Creek. How come it don't sound like that when I say it? Meat grapes. Oh man. Let's see here. Most people would get in trouble if they F their parents' car. Yeah, but I'm 40 years old and I'm an auto body guy, so it really wouldn't matter. No, I appreciate that, Raquel. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't really see it as too interesting because obviously I do it all the time. So like to work on cars and stuff, so it's like kind of natural to me. Um, but yeah, I mean, I definitely think it is fun to do something other than competitive eating, because on the contrary, in popular belief, people would think, oh, you never get tired of eating. But I will tell you, I am absolutely bored to death with eating. You know, a lot of people you would say, oh, there's no way you could ever get tired of eating. Do it professionally, my friends. Do it professionally, and you will be like, wow, I really don't want to eat. I really don't want to do this. I am so over it right now. Especially when you go on tour and you're like when me and Molly would go on a 4 or 5 day trip and we would be doing challenge. I mean, you just come back and you just feel like, I mean, I hate to say it, but dog crap. You just feel like a beaten down dog from just running yourself ragged to try to produce content. And you're running here, you're running there, you're doing events, you're doing appearances, you're doing this, you're doing that. You're trying to fit in some fun while you're doing it, and you're all over the place, and it's nonstop, you know. Um, but in the same regard, you know, it's all part of the adventure. I mean, if you don't, um, you know, that's all part of it. You have to keep traveling around. You can't just keep doing the same restaurant challenge over and over again. So if you don't travel around the country and go to different places, you run out of things to do pretty quick. Uh, oh, Grump Truck. Oh, okay, I got it. Now I knew who it is. It's old Kirk Bruner. Yeah. Gotta grab a quick coat off you sometimes for spots on the Raptors. Yeah, you better get in line, dude. I'm right now we're into December going with the schedule. Um, and yeah, it's one of them things where I'm just like, speaking of things that you might know, if you know anybody that wants to buy those 22s off of my old truck, let me know. That's a killer deal. Those tires are literally brand new. I put them on the truck and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna trade it in. Oh, now I can see your little profile picture there, Kirk. Now I know who you are. I got it. Crump truck. I'll keep that in mind. Furious Pete and Matt Stoney. What about Furious Pete? Yeah, Raquel. He's been trying some different things, and you know, it's kind of one of them things where he's just trying to mix up his content. He got tired of eating too, and you know, different things. And I guess what I could do is I could start maybe one of my videos a week. Maybe just start mixing a little bit of car content in. I don't know. I could try. Yeah, for sure. Make sure you share that. Share it, Kirk. I'll give you 10% commission. I have never been to Colorado, no, but I'd love to. Who is baked? Pay me my reparations, YouTube boy. What the heck? What are you talking about? Hey, Rob Smith. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm about 2 hours east of Pittsburgh. Sam 805. What do I eat on a regular basis? Cereal in the morning usually, or oatmeal, eggs, cottage cheese, yogurts. I like just I'm a simple man. I like fruit cocktail. I like uh, I like soup. Um, I like sandwiches. I keep it super simple. Obviously I don't have anybody to cook for at the current moment, so I pretty much just do simple stuff. I don't create a lot. I don't cook a whole lot because there's no point. Kylie obviously has moved out. And she's got her own family. Little family now. Her and my son-in-law will be getting married here, and they got a little girl of their own. So I pretty much just kind of like by the night's end, I kind of like, what should I have for dinner? Maybe I just have a sandwich. Let me see here. Quakertown cheesesteak challenge at Gucciamo's. No, I haven't. I have not. I didn't even know there was one. I will have to check that out. Jay Webby destroyed a bunch of challenges. Yeah, Ed. Yeah, he's been tearing it up. He's a heck of an eater. I mean, he's one of them guys that comes along and it's like, wow, that generation finally somebody in the next generation has come up and is really lighting it up. Yeah. Uh, Hello from Germany. Awesome. It's one place I'd love to travel. Okay, Bake, you're out of here. That guy was being racist for some reason. I've never been a racist person in my entire life, so I'm not sure what his deal was. But anyways, that's what happens when you get kicked out. Do you celebrate holidays? Sure. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, New Year's. Yep, all of them. All right, Vancouver's in the house. Yeah, we're actually going to be. I got a passport now because we had to go to Japan back in March for Battle of the Big Eater, so we'll be going. We'll be definitely be coming up to Canada, so we'll keep that in mind. Banning for life. Yeah, he's gone, Bert. He's gone. How did you and Molly end up meeting and filming together? Molly, I actually when I had just got into competitive eating, I was obviously on YouTube looking around and realized that I was like, wow, this girl is freaking wild. She's crazy. She's amazing. So I had messaged her one time and I asked her if she wanted to do the Denny's Burger Challenge with me because it was literally like 15 minutes from my house, and she's like, I don't know, maybe. That's what she told me, and then she didn't really say much for a while, and I was a little bit persistent, and then kind of like just kind of talked, became friends, and that's just kind of how it trickled down, and we've been best of friends ever since, and kind of like, well, like I want to say like the fall, like that may have been in the winter or something, and then like from April on, we became like best friends. Yeah. How long have I been a repairman? 22 years. BLB and Josh did it. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out, Michelle. Would you do a challenge in Southern Maryland? Is there one in Southern Maryland? I think the only one that I knew was there was the pasta at Bobby Rucci's, which I already did. Steve, do you ever hear from Darren Eats anymore? No, I do not. Darren, he got married. He has a little boy. They just bought a house. Yeah, he's a busy man, and I don't hold that against him. I'm glad he finally found happy and put his life in that direction and kind of. Darren used to put all of his eggs in one basket, and that was competitive eating. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I'm glad that he found a different outlet. I appreciate that, Megan. Yeah, I miss him too. Every day, Anderson's been gone since January, and that was one of the hardest things I had to do in my life. I never lived in this house without him, so it was very difficult. I actually got that dog when I moved in here, so it was hard. So I appreciate that, Angelica. I really do. And that guy's gone too because that was his alter ego. And I don't owe you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. You only deserve what you're willing to work hard for. Where's Andy Poole? Andy Poole is probably playing computer games at this current moment. Yeah, absolutely, Megan. I'm actually really, really, really happy that I have the YouTube videos that Anderson was in. And it's one of them things where I can turn it on and watch him. And he was just my best friend. You know, he was a great dog. And I don't know. I mean I have three dogs, but that dog he just meant something. You know, he had extra meaning to me. Yeah, get out of here with the reparations. I don't know what that guy's even talking about. What are you drinking? I am drinking the Nectar of the Gods, the Diet Mountain Lightning, the Walmart variety. Now, what Diet Mountain Lightning is? It's like if Mountain Dew and Mellow Yellow had a baby, that's what it would be. Yep, Megan, I can understand that completely. I actually got Anderson. He was I rescued him from a place in Ohio. It's called Heaven to Earth Rescue, and when I went there, there was like 15 or 16 in that litter of toy fox terriers, right? And all these dogs, I go there, and they're all acting completely insane. Like they're running and they're bouncing and they're barking and Anderson's laying in the corner of the cage, just out cold, right? I'm like, well, that has to be without a doubt the chillest dog ever. And they're like, well, that's your dog. That's Anderson. That's the one that you adopted. I'm like, oh, great. And they got him out, you know. And I was like, well, he's like really chill. And they're like, well, he just had some medication and some shots, so he's a little bit sedated. I'm like, oh. I'm like, so he's going to be wild? I'm thinking in the back of my head, he's going to be wild, isn't he? Wildest dog I ever. That dog, to the day he died, his tail never stopped. That dog. When your dog comes home and there's that level of excitement, right? And you're like, wow, that dog's insane. Anderson was like up here, like to the day he died, 15 years old, and just was the most absolutely wildest dog you could ever imagine when you would come home. He was so excited that you were there. Yeah, so yeah, that guy he just got rid of three of them, and I'm gonna give you a word of advice. Don't worry about your reparations. Why don't you just go to work and forget about it because you ain't getting nothing. John, I don't know a whole lot of motorcycle stuff. I don't really know anything about motorcycles. I know if I rode one, I'd probably kill myself because I'm pretty deadly on four wheels. I'd probably end up dying on two. Yeah, Robbie, that was Anderson. He passed away in January. Exactly, Raquel. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just like a whole different level. I mean, that dog was just absolutely insane. What do I drive? On a daily basis, I drive a Ram 1500. I appreciate that, David. I really do. And thanks, Robbie. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys. So we've been on here for about an hour and 10 minutes. I got to finish up here. Still got a few odds and ends I got to do tonight here. But I'm really glad that you guys were able to join me here in this little bit over an hour. I think we averaged about 62 people, which is fantastic. I mean, I know I have a sub base of over 56,000 people. But the problem is, did you ever notice that you have a ton of subscribers, but even myself, like I look at the subscriptions I have on YouTube, and I'm like, wow, I got like 80 subscriptions, and I don't even watch 2 of these channels. So the diehards, I really do appreciate you guys. Like and share, and continue to support. It means the world to me. Um, because of you guys, I've kept these channels going. You know, if there wasn't any viewership, what would be the point? So I really appreciate you guys that have been here since the beginning. I think we're entering the 6th or 7th year of YouTube, I believe. And like I said, I've always just enjoyed it as a hobby. And if you guys want to see car content, maybe I'll try to mix a little bit in here and there. I'm not going to make it a weekly thing or anything like that, but I definitely we'll mix some of it in if you guys enjoyed it. So comment below and make sure that you know, let me know that you want to see that kind of stuff. And like I said, maybe I'll mix it in. So Krista, watch your videos. They're awesome. Sorry about your loss. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, Anderson passed, and it's been difficult, but we're getting there. And yeah, I still travel with Molly. I appreciate that, Michelle. Every time, I appreciate that, Bert. I really do. Thanks, Raquel. I appreciate that. Thank you, Angelica. Thanks, Amber. Fox content. You know it. Is that that is the Amber? Yeah, about time you get in here. Jeez, where you been? You're like all over Facebook posting stuff about being wild and crazy and stuff, and some of the crazy stuff you put on there, man. I'm telling you, I don't get it. But anyways, yeah, you finally show up at the end. Yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy your night. Next Wednesday, like I said, be 6 o'clock Eastern. Be ready for a Giant Foods episode. I'll give you a little quick tour of the kitchen remodel, and you guys will get to enjoy the new Giant Foods episode. And I hope that you guys come back for the next live, and we'll see you.